What's up, YouTube? It's Jeff. It's Tuesday, October 25th, afternoonish. Just wanted to make a quick update video. So, last night I got in this huge fight with my parents, and it was just absolutely the strangest thing. And, like, the content of the fight doesn't really matter, but my mom and dad were both just being, like, huge dicks, and pretty much told me to get out, so I did. So now I'm at my girlfriend's, in a sort of exile. It's really weird, and the whole thing was totally stupid. My theory is, it all started because my dad interrupted me while I was talking, and when I told him to, like, stop interrupting me, because he had done it, like, 7 times at the dinner table or some ridiculous thing, he just kept talking over me. So I raised my voice, and this was probably the first time that I raised my voice since I started hormones. And, like, when I used to get mad, it used to be this high-pitched, shriekish whine. I mean, I hated my voice. So I would hate when I would get mad, too, because I would literally just shoot up through the octaves. It was really annoying. But now that I'm on hormones, I surprised even myself, because it was more of, like, this bellow of, like, what are you doing? Why are you talking over me? And it actually went deeper. I'm not even going to try to imitate it. I felt like I was, like, some beast. So it was really cool. So, like, part of me was still really angry, but part of me was like, oh my god, that's my voice, that's awesome. But anyway, so I think my voice really startled my mom, and maybe even my dad, and maybe it's sort of like hit home to them that, yeah, I am changing and the hormones are working, and as much as you want to pretend that I'm not transitioning or laugh this off or whatever, because my parents are just not taking anything seriously anymore. It went from taking every little thing seriously to now it's like this running joke of how this is some, like, weird phase, like, I don't know, it's whatever, but I'm getting off topic. So I think that they heard my voice, they freaked out, and picked a fight with me over something really trivial that my mom threw away that I didn't realize she threw away, and I wasn't even mad. But yeah, they just started screaming at me and saying some really fucked up shit, so I got out of there. So I guess this video was just to sort of get that off my chest and tell all of you that I'm sort of in exile. That was all, like, early last night, and I'm still at my girlfriend's. She's in class right now, and I'm being a bum in her room. But I'll probably be here again tonight and maybe even tomorrow, because I just don't want to go back to that. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to go back to an environment where I'm treated like shit for absolutely no reason. So I'm just going to ride this out till I get an apology. But there is a silver lining, because now I can talk about how I'm processing emotions differently on hormones than before I was on hormones. So I was talking about this with my friends that are on campus and everything last night. I feel like before hormones, if I were to have this fight with my parents and they were to freak out on me over something trivial, I would find it very difficult to get my mind off that fight and to forget about it, or just be like, okay, well, they're being stupid or whatever. Like, I'd want to rationally say, I don't want to think about this anymore. I know I'm right. I know they're wrong. I know they're being dicks. End of story. But I would feel like I would brood on it more. If I would probably be so angry or so upset that I would just shake or feel like I'd want to cry or whatever. But I was never really a big crier pre-T, so I'm probably not the best person to be speaking on that. But last night, like, I felt like I was able to compartmentalize everything very easily. Like, you know, I had just left the house, I packed up a bag and I left, and I'm in the car, and the song comes on the radio that I really liked. And I feel like pre-T, I probably would have shut the radio off and been like, fuck that, I don't want to listen to anything, and just really stay very much in the moment, in the fight, and just keep thinking about it. Whereas last night, I, like, turned the song up, I sang along to it, I was cool, calm, and collected, the song went off, like, I felt like I was very rational, and I was able to really get past it and not think about it, and think about things that I wanted to. Like, it was very easy for me when I arrived here to, like, have a conversation with my girlfriend about something totally unrelated and not feel like I was still very angry and very hurt by my parents. Because, like, I clearly am, but I can sort of, like, put it on the back burner more. Like, even now, like, I could make myself think about the fight last night, but I don't feel like I would be as as angry or as emotional. So, not necessarily a good or a bad thing. It's just totally different, and it's cool. There's a part of me that really thinks that if this idea that being trans is caused by genetics or everything, and that our brains morphologically are meant to be on the opposite sex hormones or whatever, like, maybe this is very good, because like I said, pre-T, I would feel like I'd want to compartmentalize, like I'd want to move on. I never wanted to stay with it. And now that actually happened for me last night, which I really do think is caused by testosterone, it just felt very right. Like, I felt very, very calm and very zen. So that's a very good thing. But I did find that while they were yelling at me and I was yelling back at them or whatever, like, I felt like I had less of a censor. I don't feel like my temper was worse. I don't feel like I got really, really angry. I just felt like very free to say what I wanted to say and to stand up for myself. But it wasn't like I felt like I necessarily got angry or anything. Like, I didn't have roid rage. I just felt like, you know what, I'm not going to take that. I'm definitely going to speak up and maybe even yell if need be, and that's what ended up happening. So that's that. I will be 3 months on November 11th. I'm hoping that I will make a video well before then and update you guys on this situation, because I may be a nomad for like one more day. It might be a couple more days. I don't know. I just really don't want to go home after that whole thing, but I'll keep you posted. Otherwise, hope everything's good with you guys. Shout out to Ryder. You just had top surgery. I was happy to see your video and that everything went well. Hope recovery is still going good. Have fun. Take advantage of those drugs if they gave you any.